Wait, and I think we're back.
All right.
Oh.
So we should all get dressed again.
I'm putting my clothes back on.
Are we on a different feed? Are you sure?
What the hell?
Oh, there we are. Okay, we're back.
I think we're back on the internet. Sorry. We had like
Happy April
2
Fools.
pieces of hardware, and all of the software was like, whoa, what did you just do? Anyway, so it's 8:44. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
You want to talk about cigars?
No. About the game this weekend, predictions and all that fun stuff. But if you had something else, we can hold that to the end.
No, I think let's go into that because I don't know. Honestly, we could spend 15 minutes discussing random shit, or we could just get to the point and then move on. So 6 pretty quick games compared to the 4 that we've had so far this season.
Stretched out.
So between the 6th, so this coming Saturday, and the 28th, which is what a Sunday at home, right? We have 6 matches. Salt Lake Saturday, at Colorado Wednesday, back at home for TFC the following Saturday, at LAFC the following Sunday, then Wednesday home San Jose, then LAFC. It's like we just jammed in a San Jose in the middle of a home and home.
Yeah.
And like pretty quick turn, so 22-ish, 23 days, 6 matches. LAFC's kind of a thing. So a couple of West matches, or a bunch of West matches, 1 East match.
Ooh, man,
we talked a touch about TFC for a sec. Yeah, so we got a lot happening. But like, let's just chunk up and talk about Saturday because we'll be back next week. Real Salt Lake, you teased it earlier.
They're a hot mess at the moment.
Having a minute.
Yeah.
What are we feeling?
They've had 4 red cards in 3 games, or 5 red cards in 4 games.
I'm feeling a 3-1 score line. Sounders win, dominating.
They've got a lot of young pieces, but I don't think they've quite developed as they have hoped to this point, which doesn't mean it can't happen at some point. But right now, they're just a mess, and this should be at home, coming off a somewhat disappointing result in Vancouver. I would say we're looking for a 3-0 win, and free haircuts.
Yeah, let's go. Take care of business. 3-1. Kick their butts because I'm 0-3 every time I go down to fucking RSL. Pardon my French. It's been brutal. So every time.
What about when they're home against RSL?
I don't know my record there, but I want to punish them. Punish them. Just let's go. All right.
We should make a GIF of that because that was super interesting. So 3-1.
Yeah.
I'm with Mickey. I'm going to say 3-0. I was going to say 2, but it's RSL, and Sounders are super pissed right now. Although if they score too many goals tonight at the Defiance,
yeah, right.
That may take away from their potential goal possibilities. No, I'm going to say 3-0. I think that's a realistic call.
I think it could be more.
Dude, night game on a Saturday, decent rest, bring it.
Let's go.
Yeah.
LFG.
Pretty excited. I actually like this chunk of the season, like the way this is going to work out. Like, we're getting a
lot of games,
but we're getting a bunch of Wednesdays out of the way.
Yes.
We don't have a zillion of them.
Thank God.
And, well, part of that's because we're not playing in CCL, which is awful.
Yeah.
But, let's get a couple of these things out of the way. And, frankly, teams I wouldn't want to play later in the season. I don't want to play San Jose on a Wednesday in
Colorado.
September.
Yeah.
Get that out of the way.
Yeah.
Toronto, get out of the way now.
Yeah.
Cool, move on. And, frankly, LAFC, I might rather play them now than later. Because heaven forbid you lose twice. Do you want to do that in August?
Yeah.
No. I don't think that they will. I think they will have a pretty solid game against them, like power v power. But let's do it now and just be done with it.
Yeah.
I struggle with
a good time to get that San Jose game when they're terrible and are just floundering. Maybe they turn things around halfway through the season, and so get them now while they're just an absolute mess. Same with Colorado, even though we already played them once and beat them convincingly. Obviously, going to Colorado is always a little difficult just because of altitude and all that stuff. But they shouldn't be as terrible as they are based on the pieces that they have.
Right.
But for some reason, it hasn't quite clicked for them this year. They lost to Houston 4-1. Now, Houston's apparently good again this year, so that has something to do with it.
Maybe it's because they're just paying Tim Howard a bunch of money and they shouldn't be doing that.
Certainly something they should have not done at any point.
Yep.
Sorry, Tim Howard.
Even when they
Not
signed him
sorry.
in 2016 and they had a perfectly serviceable goal.
Sorry, not sorry.
Let's spend $2 million a year on a...
And then you guys lose to a
That guy got
conference
jacked
championship.
multiple times. If I'm Zach McMath,
Yeah,
I'm
right.
like, seriously?
He was good for them that year.
Yeah,
That
I
was the year
agree.
they came in second in the West, and there was no reason whatsoever not to keep playing him. They just did it to for the
money,
marketing,
tickets,
the marketing
and
aspect
it
of
bit their ass.
The chat
Well,
is
it
telling
worked
us
that
there's
year,
a
and then it did not.
penalty against Defiance,
Oh, well, looks like it's going to be it.
and he went the wrong way.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
So it's a
It could mean the player taking the shot went the wrong way.
Oh, okay.
And it's 2-1.
2-1.
So tough, but interesting month nonetheless for Sounders.
Yeah.
Other than predictions, any thoughts kind of coming off last match? Mickey, you've got some insight that the two of us don't, just having been down in it a little bit. But any other thoughts beyond predictions for next match, like things you
Well, I want to
think
see,
we should be paying attention to?
Yeah, I want to see what they focus on in training this week. Developing a
Panenkas?
Yeah. Yeah, well, getting some penalties would be nice. Have they had a penalty this year? Yeah,
No,
not yet.
don't think so.
Are
John,
you
can you
sure
tell us?
Ladero
Ladero?
or somebody
John?
doesn't have one?
Maybe Ladero has one, but I think the focus is going to be Plan Bs, working on
That's a
alternate
good idea.
tactics when your first options are shut down, which for the Sounders is working with Rodriguez and Smith and Ladero and those
Man, I
triangles.
was so scared when Rodriguez went down, dude. I was like,
Don't do that.
Yeah.
I know Rachel
So I
was too.
think that's
Rachel was definitely concerned.
Yeah.
Just to finish up, I think that's what they're going to be focusing on in practice this week. But aside from that, again, they didn't play terribly or anything like that. I think it was a combination of Vancouver just having a very good game plan and the Sounders passing being a little off and them not finishing.
Yeah.
It happens from time to time.
Gotcha.
And so they'll work on making sure that doesn't become a thing. And it shouldn't become a thing. But if it does, they want to have another way to attack. And
yes. I like that.
That is what I think they'll
Let's
focus
go,
on.
Schmetz. You got this, man.
Ugo.
Like always.
Any thoughts?
No, man. I think I like this idea of what Mickey just mentioned, having Plan B and Plan C, maybe.
Plan F.
Right? Because if I go back to the games where we struggled towards the end of the season, it was like when things just weren't going our way, we couldn't really try new things, man. So
yeah.
Well, and you just remember back to the Dempsey Martin days.
Yeah.
It was basically let them do whatever they want. And on those rare occasions where they didn't, they struggled from time to time. So
Yeah.
Obviously those were two transcendent talents. So, but I think that's what they'll be working on. So.
what about you, man?
Finish them. No, I honestly expect them to come out hot. And not like cocky, but like we're going to play our game. And I do feel like they did it this weekend, too. They played their game. Vancouver planned ahead.
Yeah.
And they recognized their faults and said, we're going to play to not lose. Let's see how this goes. And I think, again, it's at home.
Yeah.
home and away in this sport is a thing.
Huge.
It is not in
Let's
every
go.
sport. It is in this sport. And, it's not Cascadia rival, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I think aside from them wanting to just pop up from probably a disappointing weekend, I can just see them wanting to, run roughshod over RSL. So
Yeah, for sure.
I feel good about April, and I think
It's going to be a rough month, but if they come
a
through it,
lot of matches.
Yeah.
But you know what? Let's have a not middle of the road, but let's not get killed.
Yeah, right.
Don't get injured.
That's
do
the
your
main
thing.
thing, dude.
The
No injuries,
depth, though,
please.
right now,
Sexy.
as short as it is, if you really look at it on paper, everyone is healthy.
Yes.
Generally speaking,
Yeah.
except
So
we
you're
got
gonna be able
Ship
to- yeah.
concussion, right?
and he should be back in the next week
But-
or so.
Okay, if that's the only challenge we have right now,
I'll take it.
all right.
All day.
And they're motivated at the end of the day, and it's like
LFG.
Yeah, and the thing about the depth is it's not like they're going to start an entire different starting
Right,
11
yeah,
for
yeah.
the game against Colorado. Some of the players will be in there, so you're going to have a mixed lineup. So it's not like you're going to have just people who haven't played at all this year
Right.
so far.
It's like
You're still
springtime
gonna
in
see
Seattle,
Ladero
Saturday night.
and,
Let's go,
Heath
and by let's go I mean
Hernandez.
woo, kind of like that. Any last final words for the evening, other than I don't even know what to say to that. We didn't get shots
Happy
for Megan yet.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Megan.
Yeah, happy birthday. Yeah, happy birthday.
Earlier, by the way, Megan noted that there is an upcoming performance of Carmen.
Sing along.
Is it actually a sing-along?
They're performing Carmen, but there is also a Carmen sing.
So there's Carmen and a Carmen sing-along, and the best question that came out of the conversation was whether it was actually Carmen Sandiego as an opera. And I have to tell you, I would definitely buy tickets to that shit.
There is
That'd be fantastic.
I think there's a movie coming out where in the world's
I
Carmen.
believe-
Dude, there's a
You're correct.
Netflix series,
Oh,
and I can't stop watching it.
She does wear a red dress in the opera.
fancy.
I don't think that that's indicative of anything. Anyway, we're talking about Carmen characters wearing red dresses in an opera, and I was, well,
Come to Defiance.
I'm gonna just
to
stop
wrap
talking.
Up here is in the 93rd minute of extra time. So we'll
Nice. It's a
Not
dub.
the
Let's-
93rd minute of extra time, but 90 plus 3. And it's still 2-1.
wow, long
2-1.
match.
Yes.
About to be a dub. Let's bring it home, boys.
All right, so I think that's it. Anything fun you want to say at the end here tonight, Mickey? We will be back here next week.
Next week, we'll be talking hopefully about a win and all sorts of other fun stuff.
We're going to hear about whatever book or other outlets you're writing for,
Yes,
or
yes.
other things. By the way,
then
the
we'll
book
probably
report.
do a recap of the book report.
Book report
next week.
still has to happen
Yeah.
next week.
Look
Can
for
you post the
forms.
forms on the internet?
I can maybe send them to people.
Yeah, all right. Let's get some
Perfect.
tweets going.
Let's do
get-
that.
If you want forms, let me know.
Book reports are happening. Ugo,
No, but that's how you said you had some you wanted to share.
We'll do it next week.
it'll come back.
Okay.
Final score, Tacoma Defiance 2, Sacramento Republic 1.
Whoa! LFG.
Shop at Muji.
Yeah.
Seriously though, if you're looking for ECS, they're at Muji.
Yeah, they're always that Muji.
We did not get
my
a
God.
discount, and do you know who isn't giving a discount to anyone? Muji. But their white T-shirts, super soft. Anyway, have a good night. Thanks for joining us. Night, y'all. Thanks,
Hey.
Berliner. Thanks, y'all. Happy birthday, Megan.
The pleasure was all yours.
Carrot cake. What?
Yes. What?
We're out.
Woo-woo.